Welcome to this explainer. If you share your home with a cat, you probably see 100 little quirks and behaviors every single day. But what if I told you that those everyday feline habits, they aren't just random quirks at all. They're actually profound, deeply ingrained evolutionary choices. Today, we're going to completely change the way you look at your furry companion.
Does your cat see you as a parent? It's a pretty bold question, right? And I bet most owners immediately assume the answer is a resounding yes. But the real signs that your cat views you this way, they're incredibly easy to miss. I mean, they aren't just hanging around you because you're the one holding the can opener. Your cat actually reveals their bond with you in ways that go way, way beyond just asking for food or basic curiosity. So today, we're going to challenge a few of those assumptions and decode what is really happening in your cat's brain. But before we get into the daily habits you see around the house, I want you to keep this in the back of your mind. The absolute ultimate sign of feline trust is literally hidden right in their eyes. Most owners see this happening every single day and have absolutely no idea what it actually means. I'm going to reveal exactly what that secret is at the very end of this explainer, and I promise you it's going to change how you interact with your cat forever. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the grand welcome, decode a personalized language, figure out why you have a tiny feline shadow, explore vulnerability and bedtime bonding, and finally, get to that ultimate trust signal. Section 1, the grand welcome. Decoding the return home. Just think about this totally everyday scenario. You run to the grocery store for, maybe 20 minutes, but your cat greets you like you've been gone for years. Let's break down the actual science of this greeting ritual. First off, the tail goes vertical. In feline body language, a completely vertical tail is the absolute clearest signal of trust and excitement a cat can possibly give. Second, you start hearing those little chirps and trills. Now, these aren't regular meows. They are specific baby sounds that kittens use exclusively to communicate with their mothers, not with other adult cats. And third, you get the full body rub. It looks like pure affection, right? But your cat actually has scent glands along their cheeks, their flanks, and the base of their tail. So when they're weaving through your legs, they're physically reapplying their scent to you. They're essentially declaring, you are mine and I need everyone to know it. And a study published in the journal PLOS1 actually proved this isn't just your cat being dramatic. Your cat's nervous system genuinely registers your absence. When you walk back through that front door, their body responds the exact same way a kitten's body responds when its mother comes back to the nest. You are the person their whole system was waiting for. Section 2. A personalized language. The truth about meowing. And this brilliantly illustrates something pretty wild. A lot of owners assume meowing is just, standard feline behavior across the board. But wild adult cats rarely meow at each other. Their communication is based on hissing, growling, chirping, and physical body language. Domestic cats, on the other hand, use tailored pitches and baby calls. Meowing is basically a come here, I need you signal designed by kittens for one relationship and one relationship only, getting their mother's attention. As cats mature in the wild, they drop it completely. But they don't drop it with you. Researchers at Cornell University actually found that domestic cats do something incredible. They develop a completely unique vocal range tailored specifically to their owner. They literally invented a personalized language just for you. They figured out which exact pitch makes you look over, which tone gets them their dinner, and which sound makes you talk back to them. So every single time they use this custom communication system, even at 2 a.m. for absolutely no apparent reason, they are reinforcing a bond that is built on the exact same foundation as a kitten calling for its mother. Moving on to Section 3, your tiny feline shadow, hardwired to follow. Okay, so you go to the bathroom, you close the door, and suddenly a little paw slides underneath it like a tiny furry hostage negotiator. Why do they do this? Well, it's what scientists call survival software. This is the hardwired instinct from birth, telling a kitten to stay near their protector to survive. Because in the wild, a kitten that wanders off alone just doesn't make it. And remember, cats are naturally fiercely independent animals. They don't just follow anyone around. If your cat trails you from room to room, their brain is running this ancient survival software because they view you as their ultimate protector. I really want to reframe this narrative for you right now. It is not dependence, it is the absolute deepest form of trust. Your cat isn't just being clingy or needy. While they're awake, they've actively decided that wherever you happen to be standing is literally the safest place in the entire house. Section 4, Vulnerability and Bedtime Bonding, the Science of Sleep. So right before falling asleep, many cats push their paws into you over and over again. We usually call it making biscuits, right? Notice the slow paws, the heavy eyes, the super deep purring. When kittens are born, they knead against their mother to stimulate milk flow. Well, a study published in Behavioral Processes found that adult cats retain this infantile behavior exclusively in the presence of their primary caregiver. It isn't just about physical comfort. It triggers a neurological safety loop that tells their whole body, I am safe, I am home. And that brings us to the act of sleeping itself. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state a cat can possibly be in. Out in the wild, a sleeping predator is a totally defenseless animal. Every single instinct in their DNA screams at them to find the most hidden, isolated, protected spot possible before they even dare to close their eyes. So when they choose to sleep pressed right up against you, they are making a decision that goes against literally millions of years of survival programming. 65%. To put that into perspective, a 2019 study led by Oregon State University found that around 65% of domestic cats display secure attachment behaviors toward their humans. They literally view their humans not just as food providers, but as their actual, literal nest. So the crucial point is, this is known as secure attachment. It mirrors the exact bond between kittens and mothers. When your cat wedges themselves against your leg or your chest in the world of the night, they aren't just trying to steal your body heat. Their nervous system is actively demonstrating secure attachment. You are their safe zone in the world. Which brings us to our final section, number 5, the ultimate trust signal, the hidden message. Now, I want you to picture this. You're having a quiet moment on the couch. You glance over and your cat is just staring at you. Then, slowly and deliberately, they close their eyes, hold them shut for a moment, and open them back up. So what does the slow blink actually mean? A lot of people think their cat is just getting sleepy, but in the feline world, direct eye contact combined with slowly closing the eyes is the absolute highest honor. Just think about what this action really says. I feel so safe, I am willing to shut off my vision. For a hyper-alert predator whose entire survival depends on their sight, on being completely aware of their surroundings at all times, shutting their eyes in your presence is no small thing. It is literally everything. They're telling you that they trust you more than their own deeply ingrained instincts. And here is the absolute most amazing part. According to a study published in Scientific Reports, this isn't just a one-way broadcast. It's a two-way conversation. Cats are significantly more likely to slow blink at their owners than at complete strangers. And when you, the owner, slow blink back, cats respond with even more affiliative behavior. You can turn a simple daily habit into a literal conversation of trust. You can look right at them, slowly close your eyes, and essentially say, I trust you too. So we've covered the science of the grand welcome, their totally personalized meows, why they shadow you everywhere, the vulnerability of bedtime, and the incredibly powerful conversation of the slow blink. It's a profound evolutionary journey, and it's happening right there inside your living room. So I leave you with this to ponder. What other ancient instincts is your cat using to talk to you right now? Keep observing, keep learning, and the next time your cat looks at you, remember, they chose you a long, long time ago. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.